Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Friday, December 10th, 2021. Thank you so much for joining me, and do keep in mind, as always, this is a general daily read for all 12 signs for the collective. So just take what resonates, don't stress over what doesn't, all right? But we're going to begin by pulling the overall focus for the day from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Oh, by the way, I just started a new YouTube channel. If you didn't see the post in the community section, because I know not everybody sees that on their radar, but it's called Making Magic Tarot, and I'll be doing only pick a card readings on that channel. The first one posted as of yesterday is for what you can expect from 4 different piles for 2022 for the year. So check it out to subscribe, support me, and I think you'll love it. It's a different feel. Let's do one more shuffle. For my beautiful collective for Friday the 10th of December. That was annoyingly abrupt. Sorry for the noise in the background and for the cards coming out. Ooh, love. So I'm going to take that as the overall focus, with an underlining focus on our wisdom, our individual wisdom that we've gained over time, utilizing it to make the best out of something or to move towards something new, at the very least, to be very honest with ourselves and those around you. I feel like mainly to be honest with ourselves in regards to what we need, what we desire at this time. Doors are opening for the collective and in a lot of ways. Okay, so we also have, so I'm going to take love as the overall focus, but we have happiness, enlightenment, and purity. So we'll put happiness out. Love and happiness, what a good overall focus, or focuses. But enlightenment goes hand in hand with that truth card, talking about us individually throughout this day, gaining enlightenment on what we truly want. You know, maybe learning more about certain people around us. I feel like too much, but also just not feeling perfectly content all the meanwhile. And I feel like a certain somebody will message you or you'll message them. You'll connect in one way, shape, or form, even if that's getting together. And it'll feel like a bit of an escape. You know, it feels like you belong or at least bond with this individual. Feel happy when you're with them or connecting with them. And again, it serves as a bit of an escape, all the meanwhile needing to sort of be completely honest with yourself as to what you desire moving forward. So let's continue. We're going to pull the main part of the reading from the Light Seers Tarot deck. We're going to, as usual, pull one for each quarter of the day. Energy is going to affect you throughout this day, so don't be surprised when that happens. That might be why you're disliking where you're at or what you're wrapped up in. There's also a need to be honest with yourself as to what kind of energy you best blend with or work with. Interestingly worded, work with. You know what I'm saying? When you consider somebody for love or you date somebody, you hook up with somebody, what kind of energy works for you the best in terms of somebody? Who makes you the happiest? I'm hearing, do you spend enough time with that individual? There's a friend I feel like a lot of us have neglected or just haven't given enough energy and resources towards these days. I would recommend reaching out throughout this day to just catch up, see how they are. It'll mean more than you realize. For the beautiful collective to continue for Friday the 10th. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you will be dealing with a noisy environment throughout this day. Ooh, very interesting. We have the 4, but there is these 2, and I feel like that has to do with that friend we were just talking about, or it could have more to do with your past love life and the heartbreak you've dealt with and wanting justice due to it all. Okay. So let me, in an underlining focus as well on feeling motivated but needing a damn nap. Feeling stressed to a certain extent, but also feeling just burnt out. feeling like you could use some time to replenish oneself, to keep that passion alive or just bring it back. At the very least, it feels like you need to bring your inner peace back. But we begin the 4 card spread in the day with the King of Wands. And so you begin the day feeling quite confident, feeling bold, but feeling very overly serious. And that being very apparent to those that you're wrapped up with. There's a highlight on you for whatever reason, I almost said to a certain extent. People noticing you as a very confident individual, a very strong individual, it being more apparent as to what you've been through than you want it to be. Feeling like you're not loving what you're wrapping yourself up with, or you're just kind of running around getting things done, or trying to organize how you feel, or organize your life in general, trying to accomplish to-dos. Some of you may not accomplish as much as you'd like to throughout this day. Don't give yourself a hard time, you know. Give yourself some slack. You're only one person. It feels like a lot of you will be thinking about this day like, there could be more hours in one day for me to accomplish something, or I could release this situation in order to feel a lot lighter so I can accomplish more of this or that, which I'm more passionate about. But it's side by side with this love card, and I do feel like it's a reminder throughout this first quarter of the day that your confidence is what's attracting this healthy, passionate love towards you. You'll be thinking a lot about your love life, or lack of which, in the first quarter. And so you make your way to wrap up the first half of the day, and you're feeling quite emotional or drowning in the amount of work you have to accomplish, drowning in the busy schedule you have, feeling this lack of balance, and being reminded that not everything's black and white, right? Going back to that truth and enlightenment card. There's something pure about you as well. The way you're exuding yourself, the way you glide through, swim through certain situations. Some of you getting ready to exit a situation, and it's going to be a very graceful exit, even if you don't plan for it to be. You're going to need to cleanse your energy via water. That was the weirdest way of putting it. If you can't sort of burn sage or Palo Santo in the midst of your work environment or wherever you are, then you need to go wash your hands or splash some water on your face, something of that sort, of that nature, that will help you cleanse your energy real quick. At the very least, step away. Maybe put some music in your headphones in to escape all that you're trying to accomplish. It'll help you be more productive when you get back to it. But there's a focus on, are you happy? Are you happy with all that you're accomplishing? I feel like the answer will be some of which. And then you being left to ask yourself, well then, why do I keep the other obligations, or, you know, the other tasks on my plate, on my shoulders? You shouldn't be expecting yourself to accomplish everything. Queen of Wands in reverse. It's about doing what's right for you, making yourself happy at the end of the day. So you begin the second half of the day, and you are feeling a lack of passion, right? Very unbalanced, and again, feeling very overly serious, being aligned with this King of Wands. It feels like that you're in a situation where your passion comes and it goes, or it could have just ran dry altogether, and that's a big part of what you're weighing on getting rid of. You may feel as if you're not as passionate with a specific somebody that you considered a loved one, somebody to move forward with relationship-wise, as you once were, or you thought you'd be moving forward. You may have a message come through from somebody, or you text somebody, and you're just not feeling super passionate or super into the situation in that moment. But overall, you're about it. Does that make sense? And you almost don't want to F it up by just not being fully involved or into the conversation. I don't think you will. I think they understand how much you have going on. Okay. It feels like your confidence isn't lacking at this point in the day or throughout the day in general. It's just your passion with something, potentially more than one thing. The Tower in reverse. And so you finish up the day, and there's a huge, huge focus on one, if not two, situations that haven't come to an end yet. Right? And it's leaving you quite emotional. Again, it's pushing you to drown in your own emotions or on the workload. A lot of you, I feel like, have an unrealistic work schedule, or just schedule in general. And all the meanwhile, you want to socialize, and it just doesn't feel doable. Again, them pushing you, the spirit in the universe pushing you, the end of both halves of the day, to ask yourself, are you happy? Your happiness is important. You'll get communication through spirit, weird occurrences throughout the day that may surprise you, even if you see them often. But it's you planning for this this tower moment moving forward, expecting it, planning for it, desiring it, out of respect for your happiness, your health, your well-being, to make more room for love and friends and the connections that mean the most to you, or even a project or another job that you feel is more fitted for you. You could even be replacing a living situation. It's going to vary from case to case, but I do feel like, once again, this keeps coming up in the daily reads. There's something you want to give birth to, but it isn't happening throughout this day. A lot of reflecting, planning, and getting ready for. All right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to check out my new channel, Making Magic Tarot. I hope you have the most amazing Friday, and I'll see you next time.